hi to everyone in Hamburg. It's a pity, but we cannot be there because Belen and me were parents 10 days ago. Okay, there's a lot of compulsory things to do at home. But we would like to send you encourage for these days in Hamburg, and in addition of that, I think you have a great opportunity to exchange ideas and to understand in another sense what we can do in this conflict, in this difficult world. We would like to say you a couple of things, a couple of ideas. We were the organizers of the 6th Symposium, Sustainable Development Symposium in Granada. This is Granada, our city, and it was a tradition, or it has been a tradition, moving from one country to another country, and I think it's really interesting when you mix the origin of different people and you prepare a kind of that kind of event, mixing North Europe, South Europe, East Europe, or even exchange ideas out of Europe in a global sense of sustainability. But Mr. Fuller says, I don't know when, but all of humanity now has the option to make it successfully and sustainably by virtue of our having minds, discovering principles and being able to employ these principles to do more with less. It's my pleasure to introduce you to these days in Hamburg, organized with this great effort by Center for a Sustainable University in the University of Hamburg. I need to say that congratulations, because your guide, your effort has been really, I know that is a great job and it's really hard. It's a challenge, but it's the moment you need to take advantage of that. The Sustainable Development Symposium is a tradition that has been organizing events that bring together young researchers and academics from a broad spectrum of different disciplinary backgrounds interested in the major challenges posed by achieving sustainable development, and so to create a better and more friendly environment for the present and for the coming generations. So for me, for example, your market of ideas, I think, is a very good method, and we need to find new methodologies to provoke this change of mentality. And for example, we prepare a kind of talking circle to exchange ideas in a more comfortable way, and I think your workshops and in that point I need to thank a lot to Claudia Smith, because when she came to Granada, she allowed us to push this kind of methodology for exchanging people. So we, in that moment, I need to thank also to former organizers and to former cities that tackle of this kind of great effort. For example, Dublin or Graz in 2012, or Naples in Italy, Bratislava. Thanks, Martin. Thanks, Elizabeth Freire in Lisbon. Thanks, Belen in Granada, and thanks all of you in the Center of Sustainable University in Hamburg. I would like to cross. Sorry for my English. To go through the different topics that meeting or in this kind of event. We need to talk about architecture. We need to talk about urbanism, design, policies, and practices on land planning and management. But also we need to talk on transport. We need to talk in energy, tourism, gentrification, health and life quality, business and economic activities, society, culture of sustainability, education, of course, rules and regulations, spatial governance, geopolitical situation and specificity, policies and practices on natural resources management, metrics of measuring sustainability, environmental policies, climate change, mitigation, environmental monitoring and modeling, smart cities, sustainable materials, reuse, recycling techniques, infrastructure, waste management. It's a lot of things, but all of those things are related to our lives. Is related to our, in a new way to understand how we are in this world with less effects, with less negative effects, preserving or protecting the world for other generations. So in that sense, I would like to say that territories, reality demand a project. They often scream of one. The objective could be to generate a change in mentality that transcends or at least seeks a method for constructing criteria of intervention rather than discovering concrete measures. This method encourages the inclusion of sensibility and the comparison of methods of approximation, the use of adequate scales, selections, and focuses. Thinking about sustainability and more sustainable development, the collection of approaches that you can learn and teach in these next days in Hamburg need to construct a base with criteria, information, representation, provide orientation towards a very open understanding of the habitats and its possible projects. In that sense, I would like to locate the key to success in all these projective approaches by attending to the geography, attending to the activities in order to create an interesting space which allows for temporal coexistence, multilingualism, overlapping of functions and environments. Okay, I would like to say you that you need to take advantage of that. Enjoy a lot these days in Hamburg. Congratulations for your great effort. I would like to be in contact with you through our Twitter account, through our Facebook page. Have a look this summer, all the content of this book, all the content of your website, and apologize. I'm sorry for not attending, for not being able to be there. I would like to invite Belen to say something. Not to say something, but to say at least hello. At least bye-bye. Have a nice days in Hamburg. And thanks, Claudia, for inviting me to talk all of you. Bye.
Bye.